Hey, you're listening to Exposed with Kay and Abby. I am Abby. Kay is coming. She's running a little bit late. We have a very special show tonight. We have Steve Stanley on with us from the Kiss tribute band Kiss in Time. And he will be taking your calls and answering your questions in the chat room. Well, do you want to go ahead and tell us what you have coming up?
What do I have coming up? Sure.
With shows, yeah.
Why, I'd love to. What a great segue. Well, as everybody knows, I play in a Kiss tribute band, and I'm playing in a band called Kiss in Time at this time, and we just got scheduled to play a Halloween bash out in South Carolina at a club called Coyote Moon, which is at 5 Webb Road in Greenville, South Carolina, and it's going to be sponsored by Rock Radio 101. Not that we do not like the internet radio, people, but I believe it's going to be simulcast on Rock 101 radio out in Greenville, South Carolina. So it's going to be like a Rocky Horror theme Halloween party, and it's going to be pretty cool. We're going to be there, and I believe we're going to do 2 sets. So we're going to do 1 set maybe with a little older Kiss music, and then we're going to go into a 2nd set of maybe newer material. So it should be fun.
Very
so I'm
cool.
looking forward to that.
And tell us about the shows in Ohio and Illinois.
Oh, okay. Geez, it's like you did your homework. This is great.
A little bit.
Wow. We've never met. This is great.
No.
Yeah, I just got a call from friends of mine, the guys from Strutter, and they just called me up, actually Sunday. Well, today is Sunday. Okay, so it was Saturday, and they asked me to do these shows, and I said yeah, because I have some friends out in Ohio and Illinois. So basically, October 10th is going to be at the Blue Moon, or the Blue Note, excuse me, and that's in Cincinnati, Ohio. And then my favorite is October 11th at Dirty Nellie's. I can't wait to get there and see Dirty Nellie herself. And that appears to be at Palatine, Illinois, if I'm saying that correct, but it's somewhere in Chicago. So for all my friends out in Chicago, I hope to see you there, and make sure you stop by after the show and say hello to me, because that's really what it's all about for me, you know, when I play. And, you know, I really enjoy meeting everybody and taking pictures and, you know, saying hello. So make sure everybody says hello, okay?
I'll be in.
Not while I'm playing. After I'm playing, you know, don't scream from the audience, hey, hello, you know. But, you know, I don't claim to be great at all instruments, so, you know, I can only do what I can do. So I'm lucky I'm even playing guitar. Basically,
yeah,
I started out as a... Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I was just going to say you started out as a drummer, right?
Yeah, I mean, in all purposes, I am a drummer. You know, I don't even consider myself a guitarist. You know, even though I play one on TV. You know, I've been playing drums for, you know, God, you know, 30 years, and in the 80s, which when you were born, you know, I was out there banging the skins and wearing white face and trying to get record deals, and I see some bands now doing that, which is kind of cool, but let me tell you, it was a lot more braver back in 1980 to do it, you know. I see people doing it now, and certain bands, which I won't mention, but, you know, speaking of that, we were, you know, kind of like a cross between Rocky Horror and Kiss. If you got into a car accident, you know, we kind of look like what would have walked out. So, you know, and at that time, you know, Iron Maiden was big, and, you know, no one was doing it. So we kind of we kind of went for it back in New York, and I forget what the hell the original question was. Oh, because I was a drummer, yeah. So, so yes, I am a drummer, and I still play drums for some bands, but I wanted to try to get into a Kiss tribute band, and I kept getting in contact with people to play drums, and they would write me back and say, yeah, you look great, you know, we want you in our band, and I'd say, great, send me the list, and basically they'd write me back and say, no, we want you to be Paul Stanley, you know, you look just like Paul. So I said, well, I've heard that before while I was playing drums, you know, all through the 80s, everybody go, hey, it's Paul Stanley on drums, you know. So I figured let's embrace it and, you know, see what happens. And so far, I guess I'm doing a good job.
Very cool. I'd be very thrown off if I went and saw a band, like in a bar, and saw Paul Stanley playing drums. I would be like, well, I should probably cut myself off.
Yeah, well, you know, this was their point of view. You know, I personally don't think I look, you know, like the guy, but I guess there's some similarities there. But you know, I guess when you're on stage and when you're far enough away, I guess that, you know, it sort of looks like you sort of look like the guy, I guess.
And we have Kay with us now, actually.
Oh my gosh, I hate the New Jersey Turnpike.
Yo, what exit?
Oh God, 17.
Oh, sure.
Jersey City.
Yeah, that's the word. Yeah, 13A, man.
There we go. But I didn't
we also have a caller, so I'm going to take a call, okay?
Oh my God, I told you it was going to light up like a Christmas tree.
Yeah. Hold on one second.
Or a kiss sign.
Hey, caller.
Hello. Hello. How are you?
Who is this?
This is Kiss Freak 75 Jeff.
Hey, Jeff. How are you?
Good. Steve, how's it going?
I know this guy. Great. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well, Steve. Good to hear from you again. I had the pleasure of interviewing Steve a few weeks ago. We had a great time. Good time.
Hey, don't think I wasn't gonna plug that.
Yeah, it's coming out. It'll be out shortly. They're editing it now, so they love it. All the stuff. So, but I do have a question for you.
Okay.
So you're ready to go? Okay.
Sure.
So,
I hope it's not in chemistry.
No, nothing to do with chemistry, but has to do with musical goals. So, musical goal-wise, have you reached what you wanted to musically? Like, have you had musical goals, and have you reached them? And if you do have them, what are they?
Oh, sure. I mean, you know, just as far as playing drums and stuff in the 80s, I've gotten further than, you know, I ever expected to. You know, the band that I was in, we all started out as friends, and we did it kind of, as friends, and kind of like a boxer trying to get out of the ghetto,
Right.
We figured this might be our ticket to get out of, our ghetto,
Right.
We grew up in the best place. And, I was fortunate enough to get in some, major rock magazines, and I, was fortunate enough to meet Eric Carr and have him interested in our demos. And
yeah, that must have been awesome.
Ace really came down and seen us, and I mean, so what started out as kind of, a band with friends turned out to be more successful than I ever thought it would be. And doing Paul Stanley, actually, I did set a bunch of goals to do this, and I have reached quite a few of them already, and I'm very proud of that. I mean, as far as playing the Kiss Coffee House, that was something that I always wanted. I always wanted to do, and you were there, I remember.
Yeah.
And
that was
getting a write up and a picture and all in Kiss Online, that was amazing for me.
Yeah.